So right there and then he failed. You know, that was gonna happen. I hope. I mean, they put up a good show.
I was going to say, what do you think happens in the fight? Does that change the dynamic of the fight? Like, who you think wins?
I don't know I don't think it changes anything. I just don't know what to expect because honestly, I know Devin Haney's taking it serious, but now you know that Ryan didn't make weight. He looked big through the whole time. I saw all his videos walking around with no shirt. Didn't look like he was struggling for the weight. But now when it's time to make it, he couldn't make it, so he was 3 pounds over. But all I can tell you is this, Devin is a technician. He's a smart fighter, he's a technical fighter. I honestly don't think he has the power to knock out Ryan. He doesn't have the volume because he's not a pressure fighter to stop Ryan. But I mean, I know he can win a decision, you know, on points. That's as far as I can say. But and you know what the difference is that Ryan throws some really crazy haymakers, you know, that left hook with speed. And sometimes they land in the wrong spot. Like when he fought Duno, you know, hit him a little bit behind the ear. When he fought Duarte. And those punches that you don't see coming, those are the ones that hurt you. And that's the thing. If the fight ends by knockout, it will be in favor of Ryan. But by decision, by a big margin, right now it's Haney.
Man, I got to ask you about Canelo Munguia. Big fight coming up. Maybe not the one that we wanted, right, in David Benavidez, but still a great fight. How does that one play out?
Well, I think that Canelo was put against the wall, and you know he chose the more appropriate route for him. You know, the more comfortable route for him, and that's Munguia, because Munguia. I mean, don't get me wrong, Munguia is not a bad fighter. He's a good fighter, young, but he has what it takes for Canelo to beat him. You know, Canelo is more elusive with his head movement. You know, I know that Munguia is good. He's young, but his defense is not that great. He gets hit a lot, and I think that if Canelo catches him, he's gonna hurt him. I think Canelo wins.
How? Like decision?
How? Honestly, I don't think he'll go 10 rounds. I think by the 10th round, I think it won't go 10 rounds. If Canelo catches him early, if Canelo really pushes the fight and puts pressure on the fight, yeah, he can stop him before the 10th. It's gonna be a good fight, don't get me wrong, but I think that Canelo has what it takes to stop Munguia before the 10th.
You know, you're one of the few trainers, really there's only two, right, that has beaten Canelo with Bivol. Bivol's, you know, facing Archer Beterbiev. Are you still working with Bivol, or because I see him kind of all over the place?
There's been some visa problems with the team. That's why they can come over here. But I'll be over there. I'll be over there in Saudi with them, with the team and them. But you know, that's a great fight. And as you can see, Beterbiev and Bivol are the most avoided fighters in that division. I mean, they're the avoided fighters in the division. Canelo don't want to fight them. I mean, and I don't know why Benavidez isn't one. I mean, doesn't want either. But I think it's a great fight. The people want to see a fight like that. Bivol is going to have problems because the power of Beterbiev. But if Canelo stays on his feet, just moving, don't stay on the ropes, don't stay in one spot, moving in and out, I think he can win a decision on Beterbiev.
You think Canelo could beat Beterbiev?
No.
You said Bivol.
Bivol.
Sorry,
Bivol.
Right. Yeah, that's a great fight, man. I feel like that's maybe the best fight in boxing right now.
The thing is this, that as far as I'm concerned, Beterbiev has different kind of power on his hands. And when he hits, he hurts you. So Bivol needs to be very careful. He needs to step in and out. He needs to be very technical. And you cannot stay in one spot. You have to move. Don't stay on the ropes. You gotta keep moving. You hit and move, hit and move. You know, if Beterbiev gets in, stop the action, get close, you know, clinch. But don't try to exchange with Beterbiev in close range.
I was gonna say you have to. Is this the biggest puncher that Bivol has ever been in the ring with? You think? Beterbiev?
I mean, you know, Canelo's a big puncher. Canelo's a great puncher. You cannot count Canelo out. I think Canelo's dangerous from beginning to end. But I've heard from other fighters, from sparring partners, Beterbiev sparring partners, and they say that guy hits like a cruiserweight. Said that guy hits as hard as a cruiserweight, you know? So it's a different kind of power. So we gotta be ready for that. Try to avoid getting hit with those heavy shots. But I think that Beterbiev is very dangerous at close range. You have to fight him on the outside and keep him on the outside all the time.
Last one for me, man. Well, you mentioned David Benavidez. It sounds like he is moving up to 175, fighting Vazdik for the mandatory for one of those. I believe it's a WBC, and it looks like that will put him in line for the winner.
Well, yeah, that's an option, but because this is what I think. I think from the beginning, Canelo has been not say avoiding Benavidez, but he was just buying time to the point where Benavidez moved up. Because Benavidez was not gonna make 168 for too long. So all this time that Benavidez has been asking for Canelo to fight, I mean, it's a business. I've always said that fighters never avoid fighters. Fighters always take on fights. They don't care. Fighters are not scared. There's always a part of the business that does not allow fights to happen. And it's not the fighter. It has to do with the business. But I think that that's the reason why Canelo has been holding back on the Benavidez fight, just buying time so that he can no longer make 168 and move 175.
Oh, well, appreciate your time, brother, as always, man. Thank you, man. You're here with?
I'm here with Beck. Malakusian.
Yes.
Beck the Bully, yeah.
Beck the Bully, that's right. Yeah, best of luck with him on Saturday, brother.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you, man.